Hi everyone, Chris Natzke here with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching with your Mind of a Champion tip of the week, live on Facebook. You know, the idea of visualization along with inspired action can be two of the most powerful tools that we have in our toolbox. Whether you're looking at what you're doing in your life, in your career, in athletics, that combination, those two elements can be absolutely awesome for us. And you don't have to look any further than elite athletes. When you're watching people, say in the Olympics, and you see people that are winning by hundredths of a tenth of a second in a 100-meter race, the difference in terms of what they're doing athletically is not that different. The actual skill level, there's not that big of a delta. What the difference is, though, is their ability to control their mind. And when they're able to combine their mind, their body, and their spirit in one direction, that's when you get breakthrough results. It reminds me of a study I read several years ago about something that they did at University of Chicago. And what they did is they brought a whole number of subjects together, and what they did is they had them do free throws in basketball. So let's say they had them do 20 free throws to see what their accuracy level was. And they broke these people up into three groups. And after they did their free throws, they sent them home. And then what they did is they told the three groups to do these specific skills. So the first group, what they said is that we want you to practice making free throws 15 minutes a day, 6 days a week for the next 4 weeks. So that's what it is. So these people practice free throws every day. The second group, what they said is we don't even want you picking up a basketball or even thinking about one. So they did nothing. And then the third group, they said, all we want you to do is we don't want you to go to the gym, but we just want you to visualize making free throws 30 minutes a day. Well, after 4 weeks, they brought the group back, and here's what they found. The group that physically practiced each and every day, as you would imagine, finished the best. They had a 24% increase in their accuracy rate. Now, the second group, who didn't pick up a basketball, they had no increase in their performance. But here's what was so interesting, is the group that just visualized had a 23% increase in performance. I mean, amazing, right? Now, I'm not advocating that we just sit and visualize all day. We need to bring those three things or those two things together. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, because I think that sometimes this idea of visualization can be a little bit misconstrued and people don't really understand the best ways to do it. So I'm going to give you 3 tips, 3 strategies for how you can powerfully visualize to get breakthrough results. And the first one is this, is that focus not only on the end result, but importantly, focus on the process. Focus on the process. So if you are in an athletic endeavor, or if you're, say, in a business situation, let's say you have a big sales call, and rather than just focus on your customer signing the bill of sale, right, and signing the contract, actually focus on the process of when you're presenting your idea, how they're reacting. I do this in speaking all the time. I don't just memorize the things I want to say, but I visualize before I go on stage how the audience is going to react, how they're going to work with me, afterwards, all those things. So we focus on the process, not just the end result. Number two is make it a full sensory experience. We are basically full sensory beings. We see, we hear, we smell, we think, we feel. So when you're doing your visualizations, make sure that you're getting yourself in that way. It's not just the visual image in your mind, but start to feel what it likes to have the success that you want. Imagine what it would feel like, the things you would hear, the touch of on your skin, all those things. Because when you make it fully sensory, what happens is the chance of you attracting it so much increases. And then finally, see what you want come true. See your desires come true, even in the face of challenge. Now, what do I mean by that? Many times what we do is we visualize, and we just visualize on everything going from A to B in a perfect result with no challenges. But that's hardly ever how it happens, right? And it makes me think back in 1999, man, that's a long time ago, but when I won the United States National Taekwondo Championship, and I went into the tournament having injured my hamstring in training. So I knew going in that I had this injury. Well, first fight, 3rd round, I do a spin kick, the guy blocks it, and I feel my hamstring pop. But what I had done prior to that is knowing that that was a possibility is I was doing visualization on if it did happen, how I would be able to overcome it, how I'd be able to feel, how I'd be able to keep my worry down, etc. So this happened. I won the fight. My cornerman at the end, my coach, he rubbed it out a little bit. He wrapped it up, and I went on and I won the next 3 fights and won the championship. And I know that if I wouldn't have prepared for that, going into that tournament, I probably would have lost it mentally, and I would have, because of the injury, been holding myself back. But because I had planned for it in my visualization and how I was going to overcome it, I was able to move through that storm. So there you have it, my friends, is that these are 3 strategies that I use, I recommend my clients use, that we can use visualization in a real powerful way. Number 1 is focus on the process. Number 2 is have a full sensory experience. And number 3 is see what you desire even in the face of challenge. So my challenge for you this week is, where do you have an opportunity to use visualization to your benefit? Where is something that you really want to have a breakthrough result in, and you can start utilizing this tool of visualization? And I'll leave you with this. I had one of my teachers tell me this long ago. Remember, always remember, if you're going to visualize, if you're going to fantasize, you might as well win. So there you have it, my friends. This has been Chris Natzke with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching. And oh, by the way, if you want to get maybe a shot of vitamin B12 about having a breakthrough in your life, I'm going to be participating in an event on February 25th, along with 3 other amazing speakers. And it's called the Science of Success Series. And we're going to be talking about how to create a powerful vision for your life, how you bring abundance in your life, and how to bring dynamic leadership into your life. So if you're interested, just go ahead and click in the comments below. I'm going to leave the link, and you can register straight through there. We'd love to have you join us. So once again, this has been Chris Natzke with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching, and we'll see you next time on the Mind of a Champion Tip of the Week.